We are at the home of everything Frederick. That's 401 North Market Street, right in downtown. Met a new friend, Jennifer.
Hi.
Welcome so much. Do you prefer Jennifer?
Jen or Jennifer is totally fine.
So you're a mom of two young girls.
Yes.
One of your children happens to have autism. Was recently diagnosed when? At what age?
So 2 years old.
Okay. And
so
she's almost
4.
Almost 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has been a 2-year journey for you.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've been talking about it a little bit before this. First of all, welcome to Good Morning Frederick. Thank you so much for taking the time to come out, because I think that this is more prevalent than we talk about children with autism. I mean, I think when I had kids, it might have been 1 in 20, and now it's like 1 in 4 or something nuts. Do you know? What are those numbers? I might be making all that up.
No, you're fine. So the recent statistics is 1 in 31.
1 in 31. Okay.
1 in 31, but you're right.
Maybe it was 1 in 100 or
correct.
1 in 100, because I was an older mom.
Okay.
So I knew I had higher risks of certain things. So 1 in 31. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
That's a lot. We got to figure out what's happening. What's happening, you know?
And a lot of what's happening is unknown right now. There's still research.
Well, there's a lot of theories.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of theories and people freaking out about the theories. But you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. You have a background in pharmaceutical, and we were just saying that I can only imagine that a diagnosis like this for one of your own children led you on this crusade or path to figure it out.
Absolutely.
Or figure out how to get your daughter help she needs.
Yes, absolutely. It's like you said, I'm a pharmacist by trade. And so my personality plus that research background there helped me say, no, I see something. I need to find a solution and get my little one the help that she needs. Yeah.
And this is so important for parents, especially if you as a person are typically introverted and not direct or forthcoming. You, even with your first child, knew that it was something, though you might not have been able to put your finger on it. And as a parent, you have to advocate for your kids. Your feelings, don't ever let anybody shut those down. Find the person that hears you and helps you, I think, because too often we listen to maybe one person who says, oh, don't worry about it. And then you're kicking a can down the road when you didn't have to.
I completely agree. I completely agree. And you're right. I think too, a lot of the times we don't want to say our child is not normal, excuse me. And so you don't want to get the help. But my big push and my big conversation is that you do want to intervene early. Right? Because the earlier the intervention, that's where you can get the most help. And we all know kids learn so much, especially at a young age. So to get them the support services that they need is so crucial. And Saiylor was diagnosed at 2. And so once she got that diagnosis, that's when you start figuring out what works.
Well, you have a new path, right? And I think while it's not, you're not hoping for those things. Once you know, at least, it sets you forward in a way that at least you have confidence to speak on it, that this is what we know my daughter has. So I love her name. It's Saiylor. Saiylor. And your other daughter is River?
Correct. River.
Those are beautiful, beautiful names.
Thank you so much.
How is it as a mom and a woman to have gone on this journey so far for you?
It's been hard. You know, I grieved. In the beginning, I cried. No doubt. You know, I just thought when Saiylor was 2, she had no words. You know, she wasn't responding to her name. So I just kept thinking, like, who's going to be there for Saiylor? It wasn't as I didn't think she was my daughter. It's just I was so scared of the world and how the world was going to treat Saiylor. Right?
Well, the grieving part, I 100% hear, because you watch the movies and TV and your child you're supposed to have this incredible bond and you're supposed to be besties and all that stuff, when in reality, that doesn't even occur if your child doesn't have a diagnosis like Saiylor. But you are literally thinking about the rest of her life. In an instant, you're thinking, holy cow, it's going to be me or my family or some, the caretaking is just a totally different path.
Yes.
Now, I do not know a lot about autism. So when you're measuring on a scale or things like that, where is she? Where does she fall in all of that?
That's a really good question. So when you get the diagnoses, right? Yes, you're going to look and see per the symptomology how or where she falls on the spectrum, right? And one thing I want to clear up, when people hear spectrum, they think linear or a line, but that's not what it means. It's not, are you a little autistic,
right?
Or are you, are you a lot of autistic?
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's more of a will, right? And then where are your challenges?
Right.
So yes, to make it simple, when we first, let me backtrack. When she was in this program that's in Maryland called Infants and Toddler, her speech language pathologist, SLP, at the time thought Saylor's around the moderate severe.
Okay.
And when she said that, I thought, oh my God, is my child ever going to talk? Is my child any all of this? Once she got all of the support services, I can say the symptomology of the autism, which complicate her challenges of communication, has significantly decreased.
That's amazing. That's so good. That's such good news for parents who might just be entering this whole world, right? To understand that it's not a forever diagnosis. It's constantly evolving and changing depending upon what you're able to get for your child.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
You're right. You'll always be autistic.
Sure.
But with the early intervention, the symptoms of autism can decrease.
Right.
So Saiylor is able to talk now.
Nice.
Is it always functional? Is it always, can she always comprehend everything? No.
Right.
But it is so much better than if I had not gotten her the help.
Right.
She started out learning sign language, basic sign language. She started out with what we call an AAC device, which is an alternative communication. So it's kind of like an iPad, and she would just point and speak to her needs. Right. If I'm hungry, she'll hit the button for food.
Right.
So now she's using a lot more verbal communication. I can see she's having some comprehension, a lot more comprehension.
Nice.
So just to backtrack, I would say that she's around moderate.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
To make it simple, she has a long way to go, but she's progressing so well.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's great. At what point did you decide that documenting, which I can only imagine is cathartic for you, and to get support from a community of people, to find people who are also going through the same things? How has that whole part been?
That part was like relieving to be able to say, I'm not going to be part of the problem. I want to be part of the solution. So to document it and to express it and talk about it, I almost feel as I'm allowing Saiylor to one day to be able to say, yeah, I have autism, but guess what else I can do?
Right. It doesn't define her.
It doesn't define her.
Just like all of our children. Yeah. Like, again, you get a child that might be labeled chatty or too talkative or too whatever, right? You don't ever want your child to live to the label. You want people to understand there's so much more to them, right?
Absolutely, 100%. Saiylor has this fixation on numbers. She will stare at some numbers and I'm like, ooh, what does that mean? Are you going to be a astronaut or mathematician, engineer? Like, what does that mean? But she also loves music. Those
are great.
Yeah.
Well, I think, I would imagine for your first time going public had to have been both frightening and relieving.
Yes.
Because it is just like you're speaking the words out in public beyond
Mm-hmm.
your family.
Yeah.
And, you know, then it's out there. And then you just move on, right?
Yeah. You're so right. You're right. There's no turning back.
No, there's no turning back. You're out there for it. But
am out there. It was scary.
yeah, I bet.
If I'm honest, it was scary.
Of course.
I think what kind of finally gave me that courage is obviously first and foremost my daughter.
Yeah.
And then all of the news.
Yeah.
All of the buzz that they're a burden to society,
Gosh. Don't listen to that.
I know.
Not all of us believe that, but I get it. But I get it. I get it. Yeah. So I love the fact you've chosen the positive route to look at the positive, to put out the real, but the positive as well. All right. So how can people follow your journey, and where should they go?
Absolutely. So we are on Instagram.
Okay.
And her handle is at Saiylor_Rose.
Okay.
Let me spell it because Saiylor is spelled a little bit different. Yeah. So Saiylor is SAIYLOR
I love it.
_ROSE.
Awesome. We'll make sure that's on screen so it's easy for people to comprehend. We appreciate you sharing the story, though. We hope Frederick wraps its arms around you both, your entire family, of course, for sure, and allows you to blossom within this whole journey, because I do think it's important to showcase the realness of it, but at the same time that there are successes and failures, just like in any child's life. It's not specific to Saiylor and to you, but just in a different form.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think Frederick, I hope again will continue to support you, and you find the answers you need and the opportunities for your daughter.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
And thanks for having me here today.
Well, we love it. You're welcome anytime. And we might have to have you back in a while and just keep us updated on how she's doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate it. This is Jennifer. Her daughter is Saiylor Rose, and we'll make sure that's on screen. Follow her journey.
Yes.
See if you are experiencing the same thing, or somebody you know. Maybe put them in touch with Jennifer and she can help you as well. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.